Learning about the scientific method, and the first thing that I like to do in all of my lectures is place an overview of what we're going to talk about on the board, just so there's no surprises and you all know what the lesson plan is going to be for today. So I'm going to go ahead and put that up. So this is our overview. We're going to first talk about the importance of the scientific method and why I like to teach it and why I like to especially teach it in the beginning of the year. We're going to talk about the background of it, and then we're going to go straight into the process, and then we're going to do one example together just so we can kind of flesh out how it works, what you're supposed to use it for, and certain things like that. So first we're going to start with the importance. I feel that the scientific method is very important because it's how we make 99.99% of our discoveries. A couple of them are based on luck, but those people were just really lucky. So the scientific method is how we try to understand how the world works around us, and is often the correct way for us to go about supporting a belief that we have in the world. And to start doing some background, the one person that we're going to talk about in this lecture pertaining to the scientific method is Roger Bacon. He was born in 1214 and he died in 1294. And he was an English thinker and experimenter, which is where he got a lot of his background in science. So, this guy is important because he is often considered or talked about as the father of the modern scientific method. There was lots of different ways of talking about the world and talking about how the world worked, but this guy kind of solidified that into more of a method around how to actually discover things in the world, and it was one of the first ones that was starting to begin being widely accepted. So his important discovery was that most of science had an underlying realm of mathematics. To understand science, you had to understand math, and that was his big contribution to the scientific method. So then, for just coming back out into a broader perspective, the way that we think about the process of the scientific method now was crystallized no later than the 17th, 18th century, and that's the process that I'm going to head into next.